on World AIDS Day, I think it's really important that we look at both how far we've come and how far we still have to go. One of the things that we've seen as with advances in treatment for HIV, people are living longer and healthier lives, and for many people, HIV has really become a chronic manageable condition, which isn't to say that it isn't, of course, a serious condition, but it's one that many people can work and fully enjoy their lives. And we've also seen at the same time that one of the reasons people lose jobs or lose housing or face discrimination is that has been out of fear of contagion or transmission. And so, in the past, people have been refused jobs as teachers or refused jobs in food service because of fears that they might transmit HIV to customers or to children, or doctors have lost jobs. And one of the things we're seeing increasingly now that really concerns me and the rest of us at the AIDS Project is that it's not just sort of those misguided fears that are motivating discrimination, but there's an increased sort of paternalism that has led people to be refused jobs because, for example, they might not be able to get the best quality medical care, and what if something, they needed some kind of emergency medical care and they couldn't get it. And so, for example, the State Department refused to allow people into the Foreign Service with HIV out of, in part, a concern about the quality of care they could get overseas, even though they would be, many people with HIV are no more likely to have an emergency medical condition than somebody else. To me, the most egregious example we've seen recently about this involves our client, Michael Lamar, who applied for a job with the Transportation Security Agency as a baggage screener down in Florida this spring. And he's incredibly healthy, incredibly fit. He's an Air Force vet, and he wanted to work as a baggage screener. And he was told ultimately that he couldn't work there because he might be more susceptible to getting a cold. And if we're living in a world where people with HIV can be denied jobs because they might get a cold, which is something that anybody could get, and anybody might have to miss work a few days because they get the flu, it really becomes sort of an impossible barrier. And we think that kind of paternalism is incredibly inappropriate, particularly when it's coming from the government, which should be sort of encouraging and enabling people with all kinds of disabilities, including HIV, to work.